Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. And you would think that there's no way in double HE, or it's HE double hockey sticks, excuse me. I was trying to reminisce about my 10-year-old fifth grade days. No way in HE double hockey sticks that somehow Assange's lawyers would compare him to Jeffrey Epstein in an attempt to, basically get their client not only off but a lighter sentence, but away from this farce of indictments. But they did. And I 100% agree with them. Why? Because they were pointing out the corruption in a system that could not keep Jeffrey Epstein alive. And that is the right thing to say. There is no way that the U.S. court system could ensure the safety of Julian Assange. And in many cases, if they believe he does have documents that he has not disclosed or information he has not disclosed, maybe they would encourage something violent to happen to him. Oh, no, 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 no. And here's the thing. The mainstream narrative is always, nobody can lie anymore. The truth always comes out. The truth always comes out. That is an inverted reality. In reality, only a fraction of the actual information on many incidents of corruptions come out, and then those incidents are often covered up or marginalized or distorted. That's how it really works. I'm going to give a plethora of examples right now. Okay? The John F. Kennedy murder is probably the largest and most egregious in-your-face example of the fact that 57 years later, no mas, almost 57 years later, I believe this is the 57th anniversary, you still can't have all the documents on that. So did we get to the truth? Did we dig down deep? When you look at Epstein and that sex scandal and where it was cut off and how we couldn't keep somebody alive who would have firsthand information of former billionaires, current billionaires, men of industry, government, and Hollywood alike, and what they may or may not have done with children, as well as physical evidence of that, and you couldn't keep them alive. This shows the corruption of our system. This shows the classism of it all. All right? Doesn't matter what your skin color is. Doesn't even really matter what nation state you're from or represent. Right? At one point, they may burn you because you're a threat to them, but as long as you're them and you can kind of use PR, not enough's out there, A, Bill Gates, not enough's out there, A, Bill Clinton, Bill and Bill. You can kind of get your way through it, right? And then all of a sudden, oopsie, the justice system just couldn't keep them alive. And guys like Bill Barr laugh about it on camera. You think I'm joking? We're going to play it. We're going to play it. And not only that, the journalist that asks him the tough questions frames it with, the Epstein suicide situation where he can barely keep a straight face. He laughs along with him because it's a big fucking joke. Okay? Just like this indictment is not only a travesty, but it is right in your face that the reality is that even this administration, no matter how hardcore MAGA you are, is trying to end free speech in this country and let the real deeper state march on. That's the reality. And you know what? YouTube might think that's harmful content, but we're going to show it all to you right now. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Remember, we're fully demonetized here more than 5 months. I need you now more than ever. $5, $10, $15. It means the world to me. We're talking about cover-ups. We're talking about billionaires. Go check out my Sandusky video from today while Sandusky's trending. Bet you didn't know that involved a cover-up of pedophiles and rich donors, did ya? Did you? Yet the media missed that one too. So again, the media knows about the joke and the government knows about the joke. They're not your friends. They're not heroes. They're the cover-up crew. I'm trying to shed light on that situation. So $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. Big donors, again, please. Oh, you know what we're not doing? We're not pimping out children here. Sorry to the biggest of donor. You could offer me the world. I'll never do that. That repulses me. It kind of shocks me. At least, a decade plus ago when I really started to understand what was going on and that, this is really, you want to talk about systemic. Again, the classism throughout cultures that are able to abuse children sexually, that is systemic. It's been going on for centuries. Okay? So again, thumbs it up, subscribe and share. Check out the documentary films. Go make a free account over at Rockfin right now. That's where you're going to find me if they kick me off this platform. Okay? And by the way, today at I think around 7 o'clock, I think we're going to be live streaming exclusively over here an interview I'm doing with Lion Films. So a free account, we're going to live stream it for free, and then we're going to make it from premium members after the fact. So join the live stream tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So Assange won't be safe in U.S. jails, lawyers say, citing Epstein. Damn straight. Damn straight. And this video right here, Bill Barr is not your friend, that's just one of 2 videos I've done on Barr. But if you think I was joking about the fact that these guys think it's a big joke, watch this, okay? Take a good look at this, and we're going to stop it a couple times.
I want to make sure I pronounce her name correctly. Ghislaine Maxwell is now in federal custody. Number one, can you ensure that she will make it to trial? Jeffrey Epstein died, suicide situation.
Let me stop it right there. Suicide situation. He's like, man, I can't believe I had to say that. Suicide situation. Can we even keep Ghislaine Maxwell alive? Great question. Who knows? We'll see where we're at.
Are you locked in on this to make sure that doesn't happen, sir?
Yes.
Now look at Bill Barr's face. Even right there, you can kind of see a little glee and happiness by him going, are you sure? Are we going to make sure she's alive? Can you ensure that? He goes, yes. And now watch.
Can you give me a sense of what you told the people in charge?
He smiles. The other guy just thinks it's hysterical. Bill Barr thinks it's hysterical that a guy that we now know was trafficking in girls for 20 plus years and reported to the authorities, New York police and FBI, was in bed with huge moguls like Les Wexner, people in the modeling industry outside of Wexner, because I'm not even just going to say Wexner's just modeling. We've seen your Wexner Foundation papers, sir. We know you were involved in a lot more. Claude Hadid, Jean-Luc Brunel, all these people, like I said, Gates, Clinton, so many others. We're not going to give Trump a pass doing business with Trump. Riding around with Ivanka. All those things. And Billy Barr thinks it's hysterical. And this guy's kind of smiling along. All right? I'm gonna play it straight through to the question and then let him answer it so you guys can get a feel of this guy that's constantly promoted in, the biggest circles of the alternative media. We're not going to promote Bill Barr here, okay? You want to talk about taking down real pedophile rings? I just showed you a couple today. Forget about just the Epstein one. Forget about the Nexium one that we reported on today. Forget about the Sandusky one. When I talked about the Sandusky one, what else did I talk about? Barney Frank, the Franklin scandal. Remember those? The Finders. They all have these similar threads of intelligence or government around. But why? This is the disdain the mainstream media, okay, and the deeper state have for you. Watch it again.
I want to make sure I pronounce her name correctly. Ghislaine Maxwell is now in federal custody. Number one, can you ensure that she will make it to trial? Jeffrey Epstein died, suicide situation. Are you locked in on this to make sure that doesn't happen, sir?
Yes.
Can you give me a sense of what you told the people in charge?
You know, we have asked them to tell us specifically the protocols they're following, and we have a number of redundant systems to monitor the situation.
And how angry were you at the Jeffrey Epstein situation?
Oh, I was livid, obviously. I believe very strongly in that case, and I was very proud of the work done by the department, the Southern District, on that case.
And because he was so proud, there seemed to be a beef with Jeffrey Berman. Okay, think about that, number one. And number two, he was part of Kirkland and Ellis and actually talked about the possibility of him having to recuse himself. Again, stuff I've been covering for some time. I mean, again, I've been covering the case for well over a decade now. But take a look. There he is talking about different recusals because he worked for one of the law firms that Epstein hired to defend himself. At the time, you know, he was having legal issues. So that's your deeper state. That's the reality. You got to ask yourself, is it a good thing that we live in essentially this, you know, first world banana republic where we can't keep these people alive because of what they know and who they know and the evidence they may have or that may come out through discovery? And we certainly can't have people like Julian Assange, so they're making a great argument that find these people, these supposed leaktivists, made-up term, hacktivists, made-up term, public disclosure organizations, convoluted nonsense, that would dare publish the crimes of the predator class, be it corporate or government. And that's where we're at today. So thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Remember, guys, it's not about left or right. It's about right and wrong. All right? We need to realize that. You have so much in common with your neighbors down the street or across the way that might think differently politically than you. I promise you that. $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. Fully demonetized here. Can't do this without you guys 3 to 7 times a day. Trying to get back into it as big as I can. Please go check out the videos on Sandusky and Nexium today if you're doubting me. And you want to see what some of like the real numbers are about child trafficking, etc. You know, that's where it's at. I'm really proud of those videos. Go check them out. Check out all the documentary films. They're free here in the playlist section. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order to Find, and Shade the Motion Picture. And remember, make the free account. You make a free account, and then join us tonight at 7 p.m. or right around there for an exclusive interview I'm doing with Good Lion Films. It should be exciting stuff. I'm excited about it. And again, we're going to have it free for all the people, and then we'll make it premium after the fact for all the paying members that are helping support me over there. Guys, thanks for joining me again, and I will see you all on the flip side.